Hi, welcome to the Unbreakable Hearts channel. Like that?
Hello and good morning to you, YouTube people. What is going on with y'all today? It is a wonderful day. It's not very wonderful as far as the sun's concerned because it's foggy out here. Fog after the rain. But it's a wonderful day nevertheless, and I wanted to talk to you about toxic people. Toxic people seem to come out of the woodworks, crawl out from under their rocks, and just be altogether bad people, you know? Nobody wants a toxic person in their life, you know? They might have good qualities and they might think very well of themselves, but nothing could be farther from the truth when it comes to toxic people. They just dwell and they smell of toxicity. They're negative, negative, negative. All negative, nothing positive. And when you cross them, they think negatively of you and they speak very negatively of you. I mean, that's all they can do is just speak and speak and speak because they can't talk to you, you know? You don't want nothing to do with them anymore, so they just talk about you behind your back. But people think, well, why are they still talking about me, you know? What? Why? Why will they talk about me? Yeah, because they don't have anything better to do. Their life is boring. They think of the very next bright and shiny object. They're like monkey jumpers, you know? They see a guy. He looks like a good target. Maybe he has a little money or whatever. And they're always looking for the next big bunch of bananas that a monkey's holding, you know? So they jump from monkey to monkey, looking for the right monkey to latch on to. And if they do find that one, they'll tear him all the way down, or hit her. They'll tear that person all the way down to nothingness. And when they have nothing, they move on to the next, and the next, and the next. You know, it's always the next and better, the next and better, you know? They look for the best target out there, and they just latch on to them until they no longer are the best target. And then they move away from that person very rapidly. Toxic people are the worst people in the world. And it's good to know who they are. It's good to recognize them for who they are. And not get too close to them, because when you get close to them, they will latch on to you. And when they latch on to you, watch out, because your life is just going to start a spiral down. You just keep spiraling down and down and down and down until they've gotten everything from you that they possibly can. Your money, your stability, your everything, basically. I mean, they just keep on until you have nothing. And when you're left with nothing, they will leave you and move on to the very next person or persons. They're not contented with anybody. They even have an ego so big that they think that they're such a great catch. And, you know, they have such a big heart and things like this. They don't have no big heart. They just imagine that for themselves because they want other people to think that they've been wronged all their life. Everybody is the bad guy. Nobody is the good guy. everybody has treated me poorly. You know, not everybody that I've ever dated treated me poorly. Just the people that I decided to go with. You know, yeah, I've dated several women that are really good and really nice. But somehow or another, I always kept getting into the wrong person's realm. And it all had to do with me. I had to change my ways of thinking. You know, maybe I wasn't satisfied with how the person attracted me. Maybe I was looking for a little bit more beautiful in a woman on the outside, which the inside is very important to me. It's more important than the outside, but you know, I still hold that value for the outside appearance of a woman. You know, I have to be somewhat attracted to them. I mean, they can't look like a dog or something, you know. I guess that's the best way to describe it. I don't mean that there are women out here that look like a dog, but you know, I have to be somewhat attracted to them. And there's just a lot of people out here that just don't fit that bill. And when they don't, you know, I move on to the next gladly. But it's just really like that. And these toxic people out here, they're just screaming for attention. You know, they try to trauma bond you, as I've spoke of. They act very immature, as I've spoke of. You know, all of this was leading up to toxicity, because there are so many toxic people out here. It's not even funny. I mean, it used to be a lot less of them, but now they've become more and more. And why is that? It's because they breed other toxic people. And when you're trauma bonding with somebody, that's the best way to create another toxic person. If you trauma bond long enough with somebody and they start mirroring your ways and you start mirroring theirs, well, then they can only become toxic in the end. So you have to break the toxicity off of you. Don't allow them to continue to be toxic towards you. Yeah, I'm watching all these people's stuff. I think I need to find another spot to sit, because I seem to babysit a lot of things, and then I'm not getting compensated for it. Like, for example, there's a guy they call out here Big Baby, and he's friends with Rex, who owns Baby here, and you know, he's supposed to be watching her today, but is he here? No. And I end up watching his stuff. Some guy got thrown out of his apartment, and so he's out looking at all this stuff that was thrown out and trying to find some stuff and sell it and this and that. And so that's what happens. And it becomes really a terrible thing. You know, I'm stuck with, he pays Big Baby $20 a day to watch Baby. But he comes back when I'm watching her, and he comes back and, you know, he'll buy a little something at the store for me or whatever. But it's nowhere as close to the treatment that I get, you know. And Rex sells government phones, so he promised to give Big Baby a government phone. It's good for a year. They say 5 years, but you know, you don't have to pay any services for it. You just get a free phone, and yeah. But anyways, I seem to get the short end of the stick each and every time. And that in itself is kind of toxicity. And that's the same thing that I'm getting at when it comes to talking about toxic people. You know, toxic people come in all shapes and sizes, all nationalities, and they just continue to be themselves and scream toxicity. You know, that's all they do. You will never hear them give you a compliment. Never. Because they think they're too big and bad for that. Oh no, you know, people just love me naturally, you know, and this is their feelings inside. And you know, you just don't have that. But they believe they do. And at all costs, they will try to get at you if you are deemed to be a good catch. And you know, you can notice them very quickly in the way that they act. They come in, they love bomb you. They say a lot of things that are nice and sweet and romantic and this and that, but at the end of the day, they're toxic. And you will be able to see them for who they are. You know, it only takes, if you're within their realm, like in the natural, it'll only take 30 to 45 days to discover that they're very toxic, and you don't want them around you. You do not want them around you, because they'll only bring you down. That's what they're there for, is to bring you down. So keep an eye open for toxic people, because they're everywhere. And I want you to know that I love you, love yourself, love my Father God, and by all means love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.